In this video, we'll explore the option called jog. Jog is used to close loop an open-ended edge. So let's start with an example. Okay, let's say we had this hexagon we like, right? But let's say this has an open edge somewhere. Let's do it using the center point line, one line here, and the other line, let's say here. So now we can use the trim entities, or let's do this. Let's say we have a 10mm gap between these two and has a diameter of, right? Okay, so let's reduce this gap to 2mm, a little small gap. Once done, let's use the trim entities to cut away this portion. Now we have something, an open-ended edge. Okay, now let's go to the sheet metal and use the base flange. Select the sketch. If we create this, this is how it will look like. All right. Okay, once we have this is the portion we wanna close. Okay, usually in machine shops, what they do is create an extension and create a jog and tab, where the tab goes till a certain length and it goes over this portion of it. So let's see how it works. Okay, the first thing we need to do is create a point where it will start bending and then go over this portion. Okay, let's select the surface and let's create a new sketch. Okay, it's hard to see where the gap is in this angle. Okay, so let's say we have this here, which is, say for example, 3.57 millimeter away. Okay, now let's go to the sheet metal, click on the jog option and select the fixed face, the face which we will extend and create the bend. So it's going to be this one. Select this face, and as you see, it has automatically recognized that line as the bending point and created our jog. Like before, we have these options called the dimension positions, so we can select the positions of how high it's gonna be, and that high position is gonna be set based on the sketches, as you can see. So maybe from this surface till top of this surface, or maybe from this surface till this breaking point, or from this base point till this top surface. We will use the by default one, and let's say the height's gonna be let's say 2mm. Let's keep it small, or maybe let's make it 1.5mm. Okay, as you can see, it is right now, when it's selected the fixed projected length, the end point comes along the original design length. If we check this off, it will be shortened. Why do you think that is? It is because the material length is kept fixed when we're doing this. But if we keep the fixed projected length, it will go till this position, which is basically we're cutting an additional point from our sheet metals. We also have the option called jog position. It's basically from where this bending starts. So from that line being the center of the bend, It can be the end of where the bend is ending, or after, which is this beginning point, or we can keep an offset there also. Right. So for this one, let's keep it to the center position itself. Okay. And for this, let's make it 0.7, I guess. Oops. Let's make it 0.5. Okay. And usually this type of job looks a little ugly if you do it on the top side. So let's switch it to the other side by creating or selecting this reverse direction. So now it will be on the bottom side. Okay. And then we can also change this angle of the bending. So let's see if I make it 45 degree. This is how it will look like. This is how much bending we will be doing, right? So let's adjust. A better thing to do is select the job angle in a manner that this surface and this surface aligns with one another. So it needs a little trial and error. Okay, so I guess it should be around 5. I'm guessing, yeah, this should do. So we have a minimal gap in that portion. Once done, we click. Okay, so it mentions that the jog offset specified is 0.55, which is this one, is less than the minimum required is 1.28. So we might need to make this change. So let's again select this, right click on it, edit feature, and let's make it 1.3. Click OK. So it adjusted. So SolidWorks often makes recommendations. It is good to follow those. Those are some good practices. Okay. Now, once this is done, we want to extend this portion till this portion here, and which we call as a tab, and it has to be a separate sketch altogether. So what we are going to do is select this surface on the back, okay, and create a new sketch. The new sketch will begin from here till this point. So let's select the rectangle, corner rectangle on the sketch. Select this point here, and let's select somewhere along this point here. Okay, this is where we have. Once done, let's select the sheet metal, select the base flange tab. It has already picked up the height based on the previous sketch. Once done, click OK, and now you have your tab. And if you have noticed, SolidWorks already created a label for it as tab. So once you have created a jog, and based on that you have created till this portion, extended it till this jog, it will be identified as a tab. Now if you notice carefully, I have made a mistake of editing this hard a little, making it a little bigger. So we can just go back and re-edit the sketch, right? Let's say you can do is select this edge and this edge and make them collinear. I guess that's it. Click OK, and here you go. You have your jog and tab. We can create this jog based on, let's say, an existing sketch if we have some other additional patterns. So before going into that, let's see how it will look like. And as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, I think I haven't assigned any material for this one. Let's assign it as that steel that we have been using. Okay, by the way, just to mention, the lines you see on top of this whole sheet metal is called the bending lines. These are important in a machine shop. If they don't know this location, they won't know how to, or in which position to do the bendings. So this is one thing you want to keep for sure. Okay, so let's create a new sketch. Okay, a new type of pattern. Let's say we want to create a jog type pattern around this surface. Okay, let's create a new sketch. Okay, and let's say we will have something like this. Let's select the center line. And now selecting the sketch. Let's say we have something like this. Okay, and this is the location where we want to create a new type of a tab jog. So for doing that, let's create an entity, 0.5, oh, so big 0.25. This looks good. And let's see what else we can do is get into this, use the center line, or let's use this extend entities to extend it on both sides. Use the trim tool to cut away this extra portion. Perfect. Okay, so we want to create the jog somewhere around here. We usually see this type of jogs around the cooler fan, around the power supplies in the computer. Okay, so feature, let's do an extrude cut, and that's what we have here. Okay, now to create the jog, like I mentioned previously, we need to create a sketch first. So let's go into the sketch and create the portion where we want to start the bending process. Okay, let's say from edge till this point is around 2 millimeters. Okay, we're done. Now let's go into the jog feature. We select this. Okay, let's go into the jog feature. We select this sketch, and then for the fixed face we select this face, and as you can see it has created this whole thing, right? Let's stick with all the original parameters we had from previous example, and it will be on the outside. Let's click OK. Now it has created the jog on the outside surface. Now let's check one more thing which is important. Let's make it flatten, and if you see that the jog is extended till this point portion, but it shouldn't be, because you cannot have additional material in between a sheet metal. That means we need to shorten this length here. Why it's not possible? Because let's do a paint tool use. Okay, so let's say this is the sheet material you have. You want to cut a piece of it from around this portion and created a jog pattern in this side, so it will look something like this. Now the one I'm showing here, it's connected around this portion, so what it means is that it has some additional length to it. But when we have a continuous setup, it is not possible to have additional material around this side unless you're welding something on top of it. So we need to take care of this additional portion. So let's go back into this jog design again. Okay, so jog, edit feature, and let's take everything back to before this point here. So we take it a little back, so the bending will start before this center line we have created. Okay, click OK, and we can again flatten it to see if that worked or not. Nope, that didn't work. So we might need to do some additional parameters changing. So let's go into the jog again, and let's see. One thing can be this job angle. So let's make it, let's say 70 degrees. This is some additional material there, and we can also check this one off. So now the projected length will not get till this point, rather it will be using this. Actually, let's do this. Let's keep that on 55 degrees. Now it should maintain this distance because we're not adding any additional material, rather we're just bending this portion till this point. Okay, and once done, click OK and click the flatten, and as you can see it has maintained that integrity. Okay, so that's all for the jog tool.